Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to a late night stream. Like it's a late night, midweek stream. So normally I do a podcast every Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I still have that show coming out on Sunday. I think I'll be on 19K Fox on Saturday for an Andor special. Tonight, we're going to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. I'm going to try to do a midweek stream occasionally. I'll try to do it every week if you guys show your support. If you're interested in it, I love doing live streams. My channel is basically a live channel. That's how it started. And then I caught up making videos. And this is what I just really enjoy doing, talking about whatever topics. I definitely want to expand that. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about, whether it's Arcade1UP, the show they had tonight. Travis MCP was like, let's talk about hot dogs. So last Sunday, late in the show, there was some pictures that I was going to show from Bob. I got emails from a handful of people, and so today, somewhere in the stream, we will showcase some really awesome game rooms that people sent me. If you want to have me show off your game room, take some pictures, send it to consolekids@gmail.com, and I'll show off your beautiful designs, what you came up with in your game room, show them with the community, and get community feedback. There's definitely some things that I've seen in these game rooms that I wish my game room was that cool, but it's given me a lot of cool ideas. Let's say hello in the chat. What is going on? We got a question about Black Friday deals. Do your algorithm indicate anything can be more likely to be on sale? I think that's kind of last Sunday's show, in fact, but I think basically if a cabinet is still at retail locations and it's been 8 months to a year, I think those are prime for some sales. Now, there is some exceptions to that rule, and that's not really even a rule, but cabinets go on sale. That's typically what they do, typically. And so I think the natural Arcade1UP life cycle is a 1-year season. And when it gets to the end of that, they kind of go on liquidation. That's kind of how it works. So even their Legacy series, every year they come out with another Mortal Kombat. I'm sure 2023 will be the same, or we got another Mortal Kombat, another Pac-Man, another Street Fighter. Hopefully this next year will be more pro. We'll see. So the big news tonight is Arcade1UP released Killer Instinct Pro. Now this is something that was been leaked multiple times. They leaked it themselves a year ago when the KI Standard Edition came out. That's what we're calling it now, the Standard Edition, so you can have a distinction between the smaller unit, 3/4 scale unit, and the Pro version. And so there's only making 500 units of the Pro. I guess someone made a bet at Arcade1UP, do you even think we can sell 500 of these units? And someone said, let's find out. And so that's what Don Logic is saying. Anyone here 1 out of 500? I couldn't help myself. Now, one of the things I don't think Arcade1UP talked about, but they've done this before when they do limited edition. They usually have a certificate. So big question out there is, will Arcade1UP ship a certificate? Have they talked about that? I don't know if they will, but it would be really cool. 1 out of 500, like they did with previous limited editions. You get like a certificate of authenticity or whatever. And it's kind of funny, like if you get that, would you be the number one? Like, is the first person that ordered it going to get the number one? And how exactly does that work? Or do they never sell a number one? How does that work? Good question from Garage Gamer. Anyone here actually buying the KI Pro? Now, I think actually KI Pro, it's $1,000. So there's immediately, there's going to be some people that budget is way too high for them. They would rather spend that money on other things. So totally understandable. So I think it limits the reach of that cabinet in general. It's a cabinet that's already been out in other form factors, so you basically have to be someone that I think there was one person in the chat that said they bought, I think it was on Bkong's show, that they bought the KI Pro, but they also already own the standard edition. So there's some people out there that would want to do that. Travis says, is hot dog a sandwich? Discuss in the live chat. What do you think? Hot dog is a sandwich? I have my opinion. I will tell you mine in just a second. Your Average Gamer says hot dog is not a sandwich. One thing that I haven't seen yet is what exactly, since we're on the topic of KI Pro, let's talk about it. It's fine. This show can be a little bit about the KI Pro. This is my first, obviously I was on the show where they revealed it, but I did not know what this product page would look like until in the show, and it actually went live. So I did have this tab open, and I had this tab open as well. The lyrics for Golden Hour. Man, that song's really good. Hit one in the chat if you've ever heard the song by Jake. It's pretty good. I was practicing it earlier. It's a hard song to sing. Anyway, 500 units, kicking up the Arcade1UP experience at the Pro level with our first ever Pro Series arcade cabinet. For many retro gamer enthusiasts, Killer Instincts is a definitive title of the mid-90s. Fans love it. Critics love it. Its gameplay, soundtrack, and 3D rendered graphics were all revered. It was all Paul revered. And wow, do the Arcade1UP Pro Series specs make Killer Instinct a jaw-dropping addition to your home. With its increased size over standard Arcade1UP game machines, the Pro Series features a 19-inch IPS LCD screen, you're welcome, with stunning vibrancy, contrast, and viewing angles. They finally listed it on their thing that it's going to have an IPS screen. Upgraded twin Yamaha speakers and speaker grills accentuate every strike executed. For retro gamers, control freaks, the Pro Series features upgraded joysticks and buttons. The buttons are upgraded as well. That's interesting. Will be this the first time that Arcade1UP actually upgraded the buttons? I'm curious. I'm curious if they're actually upgraded. Let's see. Well, they say they're Suzo Hap, so they actually Suzo Hap buttons. They did that with like an Sanwa, is that right? On the one I have behind me right here, the Marvel Superheroes. That has upgrade buttons, so it's possible. I guess the big question, it would be shocking if they said we actually upgraded the standard button edition. They did the joystick this year. The only thing left is the buttons, and I've seen comments, but tons of people are like, where are the buttons upgraded? And yeah, Arcade1UP already gorgeous game machine, and yeah, Arcade1UP's already gorgeous machine gets next level aesthetics with the Pro Series. Eye-popping faux chrome trim runs around the cabinet edge, and cosmetic 3D mold coin doors with a light-up coin slot for 1 and 2 player start really drives that nostalgia home. That's right. So the button, you press on it, and it's gonna do the same thing as your button on the top. Be interested to see how they wire that up. And of course, an upgraded light-up marquee in a fighting game, beacon clear across the room. Bacon, that sounds a little better. Arcade1UP has you in professional fight-ready shape. That's it. That's it. They don't have like actual specifications on here, but we do know they did clarify. No, here we go. Here's the specifications. The website changed, right? Wi-Fi online multiplayer flush cabinet design stands at 67.5 inches tall, not 5 foot, 19-inch LCD BOE screen. Hit ones in the chat. They finally are saying the brand of screen on the webpage. That's cool. I didn't know that. I didn't catch that they actually put the BOE in there. HDMI video out for external monitor and streaming. This is one of the suggestions I gave John D about a year ago. Make it where that external monitor actually outputs in 16:9, but in a 16:9 container and the 4x3 game. So it makes it easy for streaming, and maybe make it where on that HDMI you can add bezels or something like that. I don't know if they'll do that, but something that you can plug into streaming software easily, and you can get that up to Twitch or YouTube would be ideal. Light up marquee. I did understand this is going to be the slide-in. I believe it's the slide-in. I asked, and they said, yeah, it's the slide-in, but we'll have to see when someone gets it and does a review. Suzu Hap joysticks and buttons, twin Yamaha speakers, molded coin door, light up slots for 1 and 2 player start, faux metal chrome, faux metal Arcade1UP badge. Okay, so the badge there is going to be chrome. Swivel stool, backrest, license anti-fatigue mat, and license tin sign. So it looks like it's what we heard about a year ago. Is there any difference from a year ago? I think the only thing they changed was the 19-inch LCD BOE monitor, which is highly, highly welcomed, especially what we saw with the Golden Tee. Okay, so let's catch up with the chat, see what you guys have to say about this. Why is it called taking a leak? Taking a leak? You're not taking, you're giving. Let's not talk about that one. Yeah, someone's talking. Oh, that's the topic. Taking a leak. You're not taking, you're giving a leak. You're giving a leak. That's an interesting topic. I don't know why that's the case. If a tomato is a fruit, then ketchup is a smoothie. Wow, that's beautiful. That is some beautiful poetry right there. Trickle-down economics versus trickle-up economics. Go! No clue what you're talking about. Let's see. What's up, Atul? What is going on, my buddy? What is up, Atul? Conzores, you moved your game room. You moved into your game room. That's right. Tonight on Conzores, I actually streamed from my office. That was fun. I cleaned up my office and actually made it look nice. And now I'm back in my game room because my wife's going to come home, and I think my office is too close to the living room. If she is doing anything, you would hear noises. Surprise stream? Yeah, I was going to try to do a community stream every weekday or in the week sometime. I don't think this night will normally work, but it works tonight. Missed the A1UP stream, catching up on the replays. Thanks for being on and asking the tough questions. Appreciate you. Yeah, I think they needed to be asked. So I tried to ask the questions that they would try to answer. If there's some questions I missed, let me know. Those are the ones that I thought of, the ones that this lady Nicole was researching, and the ones they were comfortable to talk about. And I added in a few without telling them. And I kind of warned them whenever I said, what did I say? I'm going to put you on the spot. Anytime I said I'm going to put you on the spot was just not talked about at all. Certificate of what? So we're talking about the KI. So what I was talking about was the Marvel Superheroes limited edition they only made a certain amount of them. Each person got a certificate. And it doesn't mention that on the website. So that's one of the things I was looking for. I just want my Blitz to be fixed and run properly. I hear you, man. I want your Blitz to be fixed as well. It's a cabinet that I decided not to buy. Let's see, I never ordered the Blitz, but I thought about ordering the Blitz, and I played it in person. And to be honest, like when I played it in person, I was like, this game is awesome to play with a whole bunch of friends. And I was like, the cabinets that I have, I like never play them online. Like I don't. It's just not what I do. So I was like buying the Blitz just for online. I mean, that's me because the history says that I've been for a long time. I've been like, oh, Michael B, we should play some games together, and then we, play Simpsons or X-Men and some Street Fighter, and we talked about doing that, and we just doing an online setup is just like, I don't know, something that I've never done. I mean, I did a little. I played with Console Fanboy a little bit on the Blitz, and he tore me up, and then he made me never want to play online ever again. So it's all Zohar's fault. Yet again, something negative in the community is all Zohar's fault. You can all blame him because he beat the tar out of me on Street Fighter, and I felt embarrassed. And, there was no reward system where I'm like coming back to play more because I wanted to get better, because I was just like, there's no way I'm going to get as good as him anytime soon. And then, I said, could you teach me? And he kept on saying, get good. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. And then he wouldn't help me. So he's a jerk. Whatever. Thoughts of Taylor Swift's new album. I did not know she launched a new one. I had heard that she was going to re-release her first album. If that's what you're talking about, I got to check that out. Because I did really like Taylor Swift's early albums. No joke. She's pretty amazing. How about this? In-N-Out Burger versus Bob's Big Boy. New vote. I've ate at In-N-Out Burger, but not Bob's Big Boy. I don't know. Let's see. Pro KI certificate, 1 share of Packers stock. That's interesting. Let's make sure I don't forget this super chat. He says, do you think Arcade1UP is capable of making modern arcade games? Blitz is kind of, being that they kind of like redid the game. Capable? Sure. Will they do it? I think that's it. They could with maybe porting over the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. The rumor is they have an They have that license, and it's possible that the next iteration of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would be a Shredder's Revenge, but with, you know, the older games as well. Like, that's how they sell that unit for like the third time. So that could definitely happen. Don't know if they're gonna do it. There's also rumors that they only got that license to secure it in the home arcade market and then figure out what to do with it. And then, you know, there's a lot of open-end options of what they can do with it. And I remember asking, when I had more open communication with John, and I would actually specifically ask him questions about things like that, I said, if you did it, how would you make it work? Would you get the developers to reprogram it for 4x3? And he goes, no, it'd be our first 16:9 device, but kind of like they did the whatever, the touchscreen one, whatever, I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but I think that's 16:9. But it would be a different cabinet design, because it would be 16:9, like maybe a 24-inch. So like a 24-inch Turtles. And then the 4x3 games would be with a bezel, I'm assuming. Let's see. No sale unless it's a Star Wars Pro. Well, this is what I hope doesn't happen. It's possible that... Here's the KI Pro. Let's take a look at it. They're only making 500. And we're a couple hours after the show. I just hit refresh. And yeah, it's still available, right? And so they only made 500 of it. It's going to take a while for that reach of that video or the content to kind of reach more people, get the awareness. How many percentage of them are actually going to purchase the Pro model? And how many people purchase and pre-order things of a brand new unit like a Pro without a review? So there's a possibility that maybe they won't sell out right away. I mean, who knows? What if they're waiting? What if a whole bunch of people are thinking about buying it, but they want to see it in action? And I hope Arcade1UP doesn't look at if the lack of sales on the Killer Instinct it makes them not want to make more Pros. I just think they can make more Pros, and if they made 500 of Star Wars, it would be sold out, right? I mean, would you agree? Hit one in the chat if they made 500 Star Wars Pros, the Atari, for $1,000, would you buy it? And I think the answer is those would sell out pretty quickly. But the KI Pro, although KI, I respect it as a game, there's a lot of people that are interested in that game. I just don't think it has the reach that a Star Wars would have, or even a Street Fighter Pro would have. Tell me if I'm wrong. That's just my view. Anyone else? One of the 500. I couldn't reason. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into the chat here. Stringer Film for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you. He just always has to hand out $2 to content creators. I get it. It's a joke that's been going on for a really long time, and of course we all appreciate it. There's even this time where he met up with Ralph. I think he's done it multiple times where he's met up with Ralph in person, and he literally hands him $2 physical dollars. I've seen those on stream, and they're really funny. Let's see. So Endless One Up says, yeah, great question tonight. Nice call, Music Mike. Music Mike. Is it Music Mike that asked a really good question? Did I highlight that already? Let me see. Let me find. No, I can't find it. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's hard to find things in the chat. Okay, we're catching up with people being upset with Zohar. He's the worst human. Okay, sounds good. Stringer Film says, you think Blitz will play online before Russia nukes us? I mean, I want to believe that Russia won't nuke us. That's what I want to believe. So I'm gonna go with the positive that they won't nuke us. So then that's a moot question. I mean, I hope so, right? I guess if they do, it doesn't matter whether there's Blitz or not, right? Let's see. So Paul says, oh, here's interesting. I'm going to go to Paul in just a second, but right above it says, give it a week, they'll be gone. So Chris thinks that a week. let's do a poll. What do you guys think of a poll? How long will it take for Arcade1UP to sell out on pros? And while I put that together, let's see. Paul says, I never pre-order. I like to live dangerously. Let's see. Okay, here is my own live stream, and then I'm going to pop out the chat, and we're going to get a poll together. Okay, I'm in place for a poll now, blah, blah, blah. This will only take 2 more seconds. And the poll is, start a poll. Let's see. How many? What is it? How long will it take? How long will it take for KI Pro to sell out? Let's say this week, this month. Let's see. No, let's say in November. Let's see. November, December, next year. Okay, that's good enough. Ask the community. And then I saw this other thing. We'll try in just a moment and see if people like it. So the question down in the chat, go ahead and vote. It says, how long will it take for KI Pro to sell out? We'll let that marinate for a little bit, and we'll check out what that answer is. The questions are, will it be this week, in November, December, or next year? Let me know what you think. And let's see, we got a whole bunch of ones. We're catching up with the part of the chat where we talked about a lot of ones. Would you buy, the Star Wars Pro? And I just think that's like the killer cabinet to do in a Pro, but they got to get it right, of course. But I think it's such a good cabinet. I mean, yeah. Anyway, the KI Pro, number one, KI Pro slow sales will be all because of the title, not because the design or cost. Thank you. I mean, that's what I think. Is it true? I don't know, but I'd like to believe that. Zach says, Pro cab or not, I have no confidence in pre-order anything from Arcade1UP. I have to see reviews moving forward. That's completely fair. If they don't make any more pros because this one doesn't sell out, is it the title price that kills it? It's a great question. Great question. Have not pre-ordered anything until Nerf did the Alien Plus rifle. Then the kid in me beat me up for my credit card number on the spot. Let's see. I want to buy a Pro. It won't fit with my 3/4 cab aesthetics. If the release of the Street Fighter Cab Pro, it won't sell. So this is a really good point. Let's talk about cab aesthetics. And speaking of cab aesthetics, I'm going to show off some game rooms now. And we'll talk about this through the lens of imagine these people buying Pros and would it fit in their room. Also, big shout out to all these people. They sent me an email at consulkits@gmail.com showing off their game room. If you would like to have me show off your game room to the community here, just email me, consulkits@gmail.com. Just send some pictures right in that email. If you send me your pictures, that means you gave me permission to show them on the stream. I won't mention your last name, but I'm mentioning your first names. And some people are showing me pictures of their faces, so that tells me you give me the rights to show pictures of your face. First one is Meet Bob. So Bob in the chat, you've guys seen him, right? He's not on a lot of social media, but he is here in YouTube. I have met Bob twice. Twice? Yes. He came to Iowa Gaming Classic, and when he was in Chicago when we went to Galloping Ghosts. Bob is awesome. He has a couple kids. I got to hang out with his kids when we were at Galloping Ghost. Bob left them with me for a little bit, which was fun. I got to talk with the kids, and we played some pinballs, and I showed them some really cool games that were there in the pinball. They are super nerdy. They know games really, really well, and it makes a lot of sense as you start to see what Bob has built for his sons. This awesome game room, including Arcade1UP and pinballs. He's got, dude. You think this is it? You think this is it? It keeps on going. We got some more pictures from Bob. He's got this little corner. You think that's cool? That's pretty cool. Let's take it a little bit further. How about this console setup that he has with a CRT with all look at those original consoles that he's got. N64. He's got a Sega Genesis with the why am I spacing on it? I own this myself. I have a Sega Genesis 3, you know, with the top that allows you to play the, I don't know why it's not coming to my head, whatever, the expansion pack that allows you 32X. Finally, it came to me. He's got the 32X. He's got an Xbox originally. He's got a Wii, Dreamcast, PS2, GameCube, PS1, PS2, and I'm missing what's in the bottom. A whole bunch of games on the side. You think that's cool? You think that's cool? Let's take it a step further. Check out this wall that he has of all of these. It's cool. Let's take a little bit further. How about this? Look at the picture. He's got his kids on here playing in the game room. What are they playing? They're playing retro games. He's teaching his kids retro games. You think that's cool? Let's zoom in closer on the games that he has on the wall back there. Very cool decoration. Check out all the Nintendo carts that he has. I see things from various eras that he's collecting, and this is freaking awesome, Bob. It's really, really cool. All right. Very awesome. And so next we're going to do Trevor, and we'll talk about him in just a second. So let's look back at the chat, and we'll get to Trevor. He's got some cool stuff as well. Actually, before we get into Trevor, take a look at this. Imagine in this game room, all of a sudden you have a Pro in there, right? You have the KI Pro. You know, the KI Pro is going to be 67 inches tall. You know, will it fit with your other Arcade1Ups? And so it's a good question. It's a good question. The aesthetics of it, some people are saying that's why they wouldn't get a Pro. For me, it depends on the title. Depends on the title, I would get a Pro. I have a mixture of arcades and Arcade1Ups, and I got enough corners that it's like you could have the aesthetic where here's a different cabinet in this area of the wall, and then you have 3/4 and you can make it work. But not everyone can make it work, and I understand that. And there's much more. We got some more pictures, some really, really, really epic arcades, home arcades that we'll talk about. Console Fanboy with a $5 super chat, he says, or $4.99 super chat, he says Marvel, no, he says MK2 anniversary is June 2023. If they don't make an MK Pro next year, I will be very, very surprised. I thought you were going to say upset. And I will riot. John D., I will riot. He will riot. You've heard it. You've heard it here first. What Console Fanboy is going to do if he doesn't get his Mortal Kombat cab. Let's see. I'm taking a look at the chat and see... Endless One Up says, maybe get rid of the stool and mat and sell it for $6.99, which is what other one is $. What the other one's going for? Yeah, I think that could work. I've talked about that on a couple streams, like that concept of, do we really want a Pro or do we want an XL? Another way to say it is, I just kind of wish that the bigger cabinets were only $6.99. Could you get an IPS BOE monitor in Golden T, sell it for $6.99? Would it be worth it? I think maybe it'd be worth it. I mean, I bought the Golden T with the TN monitor. I wish it was the BOE, and I wished I only paid that amount. Certain cabinets, if they can get that price down under the, because there's some cabinets I think they could. Maybe with the KI Pro, because they went all in with all the different pieces, you know, that's what they went with, you know. They wanted to charge that price. Steph says, I am so tired, but here to support Console Kits, the best fighter of Glass Joe there is. Oh, that's right. We were hanging out. I was playing Glass Joe. I'm not great. I've done it before where I can get Glass Joe down in 42 seconds. And we were at the arcade. I couldn't pull it off. And to get that timing just right, you got to punch him at just the right frame, and he's down. He doesn't come back up. Or did I get it? Did I get it? I think I did get it because I tried a few more times, and then someone said, you tied for first place in the world, right? Is that what it is? I can't remember. I know I'm not perfect at it, but I can do it sometimes. The super chat for $5 says, sent you some game room photos. Keep up the great work. I love Arcade1UP, but man, are they frustrating. Wish I was in charge of their PR. Yeah. Appreciate you sending me the photos. I will see if I can squeeze it into this stream. We'll see how it goes. If not, I will do it on a following stream. While we're talking here, I'll see if I can Yeah, we got a handful of people that sent 1, 2, 3, 4 different people have now sent me their game rooms. Enough probably for a follow-up episode. I'll see if I can. If we have time, I'll do another one. If not, we'll come back next week, edit, and we'll cover it as well. Really appreciate the support there in many ways. Pitbull says, "I will email you. I will email you." Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Let's see. When is the Iowa Gaming Classic? So that was a couple of years ago. A year ago? That was a year ago in August. They had it. Ryan Berger, who does the magazine for what's it called? What's his magazine called? Old School Magazine, right? He lives in Grimes, Iowa, and he ran the Iowa Gaming Classic last year. Old School. Hold on. Magazine. Yeah. The Old School Gamer Magazine. Let me pull it up here. Yeah, so the Old School Gamer Magazine. This is a magazine ran by Ryan Berger. Yes, that's his real name. I see him every now and then at Costco. We talk and chat. He's a nice guy. He does a lot of cool things in the community. And he ran an auction last year, and I asked him, "You should totally do more." And he said he would try. Well, that's right. Steph said he met Bob. Okay, let's see. $5 super chat from Paul says, "Yes, Justin, it's time to show off your real arcade cabinets in the garage." Okay. I'll get around to it. I'm sorry. I'm just lazy. I've been working on coming up with strategies to try to get some of the arcade machines. I'll be on, like, let me explain. Like, I'm supposed to go over to get some pinball machines, to buy some pinball machines from a local dealer. I'm looking at buying, what is it? It's a Star Wars, the 1999 Episode 1 cabinet and Revenge from Mars. He quoted me a price of, he changed the deal, but it's still within reason. I think it was $3,500 for Star Wars and $4,000 for the Revenge from Mars. He would deliver it, all of that. So I was going to go take a look at them. I got to see what the quality are. I did see them off, and they look great. They look in amazing shape. But I want to see the quality of everything else. And so that's kind of put a pickle in a lot of things, because I'm like, where am I going to put it? Am I going to put it in the garage, but it's getting cold soon? Am I going to put it in my office? Am I going to put it in the basement? And no matter what decision I make, I have to move things around. And it's tough. I'm going to have to, like, probably hire someone to help me. Anyway. Man, the struggles. Yeah, but I'll get around to it. So let's move on to the next game. So if you're just joining us, periodically we're showing off some game rooms. You can email me at consolekids@gmail.com. I'm collecting game room pictures, and if you email me your game room pictures, I'll show them up on a random stream like this. And so today we did Bob, and this is some of the Bob pictures. We went through that already, and now we're going to take a look at Trevor. And then we got Joseph and Cliff and Michael and JL on the list. I probably won't get to all of them today, but maybe. We'll see how the timing is, but definitely stick around. Check out this one. So when I saw this picture from Trevor, I was like, whoa, this is a... Come on, hit one in the chat if you think it's a really cool setup. So he's got two televisions side by side. You know, he's kind of got that... It's probably IKEA stands where it's the 4x2, you know, it's like 8 little sections. And he's using them like a little drawer. Maybe it's Target. I've seen some of those like at Target. He's got 2 televisions and another one in the center. He's got boxes probably for all of his little controllers. I like that he's doing red. And he's got like... what all does he have in here? So obviously a GameCube, an Xbox, a Dreamcast. Can't really see those units over there. He's got like a Garage Band, Rock Band set up over here. Very cool little driving setup. Let's see what else we got. So as a reminder, he sent a video. So I'm going to show off the video here. This will take a second to kind of get going. Just 1 second. We're going to go over like this. Bam. And let's take a look at this video. So this is Trevor's game room. This is his arcade. and we're taking a look at it. It's really sweet. So I see some pinball machines in the back. You got various Arcade1UP machines from different generations. He's got upgraded marquees on some. The Asteroids didn't come that way. You got the Simpsons. You got Outrun, stand-up Outrun. Oh, upgraded pedals. Is that right? You got the Super Pac-Man, the Big Blue, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with an upgraded marquee. You got Centipede upgraded some stuff in there. You got a Pac-Man upgraded. Oh, you got a little multicade there. You got the MVSX. Ridge Racer. Here we go. Oh, a No Fear full-size pinball machine with ICT2, NBA Jam. We got a Street Fighter Gen 1, but it's been modded. You got a Final Fight from Gen 1. Space Invaders from Gen 1. Those are pretty rare. Those are pretty rare. Cool Atari sign there. Little retro handhelds. Those are minis. This is his mini collection. Very, very cool looking. Hardwood floors. Is this... What room is this? Is this his living room? Is this like you walk into the house and bam? Or is this a basement? There's this T2. Looks good. Is that an upgraded marquee? The T2 marquee looks very good. Tron, looking good. Class of 1981. That marquee looks better than mine. Yeah. And then you got Dragon's Lair with the light up. You got a coin door in there that lights up. Very cool. Trevor's got a really cool setup. Very cool setup. And that's not his only video. He's got another one. So I just verified the videos work. Nice poster art of Star Wars. He loves Star Wars. Got some Terminator 2 memorabilia. Captain America. Very cool. Oh, some Marvel corner. Very nice. Got some Thor, some Iron Man. Black Panther. Very cool stuff in there. Very cool setup. Yeah, you're showing you the game room from the pictures. There we go. We got some consoles over there. Is that a Master System? You got an Analog NT. Very good. A Super NT. You got the Mega SG. You got the, Nintendo 64, the blue model, the Sega Saturn. You got a PlayStation Mini. You got the Virtual Boy. You got a little Polaroid thing. Dreamcast. This guy's got it all, right? Xbox. Let's see, speaker system, orange GameCube. What is that one right there? It's an Xbox 360 Silver Edition. Very cool, man. Man, I love your retro gaming setup. Absolutely fantastic. I want that retro gaming setup with all the consoles. That's cool, man. Very, very cool. Trevor, thank you so much for sending that. That was a blast to review. Blast to take a look at. Oh, man, I love how the red pops with the drawers, the little... It is so awesome. What do you guys think of the chat? So far we got Trevor and we got Bob. So they got different. It's just different, right? So Bob, what I really like about Bob's game room, I'll show you. What really appeals to me is his collection right here. I love the wall of games, man. That takes time to collect, the dedication. Very, very cool. He's got this big CRT. It looks like a Sony 20. It's like a Trinitron there. He's got the Super Scope. A lot of cool stuff going on in there. Come over to Trevor. Just pops the hardwood floors. This little thing in the corner to I don't know what it is. It's like Atari with the little paddles. Little photo box or something. I'm not sure, but a lot of cool stuff. All right, so now we got Cornercade, which Cornercade, I think he's in the chat. Shout out to Cornercade. We're going to be taking a look at his... Here we go. Should I wait to return the MK30 or should I rebuy it? Ooh, should I wait and then I return the MK30th or should I rebuy it? Well, every year they're going to come out with MK. So MK30th is a special edition, the 30th anniversary. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Yes, Cornercade, I got your game room. We're about to show it off. All right, so everyone hit one in the chat if you want to see Cornercade's arcade room, all right? Get hyped for this guy's killer arcade. Michael B., you want to come on the stream? You have access. You can just you don't even need to get permission. You just can come right in. You can come right in. You go to your StreamYard because we share accounts. Anyway, so let's take a look. Yeah, we got some ones in the chat for Cornercade. You guys seen this guy? You guys seen his stuff? Let's take a look at it. Bam! The Cornercade, established in 2022. He's got a Turtles in Time. We got Pac-Man. We got the Yoga Flame Edition. X-Men in the corner there. Love the lighting that you have going on. The little LED lights. Purple, bluish glow going through this Cornercade. Pictures on the wall. You get the Blitz and the KI. It looks like it's a Ridge Racer. You got a good variety. And that's not all, folks. We got some other pictures here. This is, Tron back in the corner there. Very cool. And that's smart. That's a one-player game. You're not going to really need someone on the right-hand side. And then he's got, I think it's a Pac-Man, which is also pretty good to get there in the back. It's a one-player joystick. Again, you don't need people on the side. Very smart to push those cabinets down in the back. Then he's got the 4-player cabinets here. You got a Killer Instinct. Things on the wall. I think was this a closet? I think it's kind of hard to tell. Maybe this is how I can't really tell the shadows, but very cool looking. Got a lot of, little posters on the wall, like bubbles and stuff, little marquees that you can hang up. More shots of the Cornercade. I like how, I think this is like a little closet with no doors on it. He's able to get Tron inside there. Yeah, you're right, RetroStasis. The colors do look really good. Hey, what's your opinion on analog products? So when I first got the analog products, they were pretty much the only game in town. When I got the Analog NT, the Mega SG, Mega SG, I think that's right. Mega? The Sega Genesis one, Super NT. But now you got Mister, so there's competition. And so nowadays you can get the amount of cores that you can get on the Mister surpass everything that you would be able to get with the analog. So analog products are very good if you're not interested in much tinkering, I guess you would say. Maybe. I think they work out pretty good, but the Mister product is more community-driven. And that's also a really great project. So a lot of people say, don't buy analog anymore when you can just buy a Mister, a couple $100, probably around the same price, and you could load up all your games on it. It's FPGA, lag-free, heavy support, high amount of support on the community. They're getting all the way into the PlayStation in like lag-free emulation. It's not 100% on every single game for support, but Mister is pretty fantastic. Whereas analog, it's if you buy their products, you basically buy the Super Nintendo and you're only going to play Super Nintendo games on it. You can totally sideload games on analog products as well, but it's pretty much going to be Super Nintendo only does Super Nintendo, and you have to buy a Sega to get the Sega, and then they're like never in stock. So analog's not perfect, but thanks for the question. I own all of those things, and I enjoy talking about all of the variations. Also got the Analog Pocket. It's a little Game Boy, FPGA based. It plays real carts, but you can play multi-carts, and you can sideload games on it now. There's like a jailbreak. Let's see, more. Sorry, we're talking about Cornercade. Cornercade, more of his game room. Very cool. Again, what makes his game rooms great, I think, in my opinion, is the colors. It doesn't cost too much to get really cool lighting in a room, and it really sets the mood. Turn the lights off, get some of these glows in there. I did that in my office recently, and that's how I set up, like, literally for work. Like, for work, I look like a YouTuber now when I'm working. I jump on Zoom calls every single day, and behind me it's glowy, and but it doesn't cost that much to set it up, and it looks really nice. And people are like, "Hey, your camera looks really good. Your setup looks really nice." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." So Console Fanboy says, "Check Messenger. My layout is next level. Trust me." All right, we'll see. Hold on a second. Let's do Cornercade. Cornercade with these. Ooh, I like Star Wars T2. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, all next to each other. It's a good lineup. Very good. Posters on the wall. Very nice. Ooh, like the long shot. Kind of see the whole room. It's this. I wonder if it's in Cornercade of his house. Cornercade. There you go. Pac-Man, Turtles in Time. Just another angle. There it is, man. Cornercade. Cornercade Arcade. What do you guys think of that? And then we'll see you guys in the chat. Tell me what you think. Out of all of the... I gotta check Messenger for Zohar now. Out of all of the people that are out there that... oh my god. No, Zohar. No. So Zohar is like, all right, check out my game room. This is Zohar's game room. Tell me what you guys think. This guy, is this a pretty good one? How about this? Is it good? No, that's no good. It's no good. So out of tonight, I don't want to compete, but maybe we can all have a variety. Like, which out of Trevor, Bob, and Cornercade, which ones did you like? You know, and why did you like them? What is your home arcade like? What makes your home arcade special? Comment in the chats and I'll read them in just a second. Some other people are messaging me. This is Stringer Films picture of his game room. Here we go. So Stringer Films game room. Love. We got the double CRT right there stacked on top of each other. I think that's a PS3, maybe a Wii. I like the shelves, the wood, all of that. Looks really nice. Nice, man. Very cool. I think we have time to take a look at a couple other game rooms. Let's see. We got one in that came in, and I'll test and make sure everything looks good. I can play this. Okay. Very cool. So we have a short video. This is from Joseph, and we're going to play that right now. We'll take a look at it. So this is Joseph, quick video of his game room. Look at this, guys. All right, hit one in the chats for Joseph. Let's take a look at, let's see. Joseph, he says, my game room. Okay. So we got a Donkey Kong. Oh, man, I think I'm going to like this room. Okay, so we got hang time. It's a short video, so I'm going to pause it here. We got some, okay. We got some real arcades. We got Centipede, X-Men, Asteroids, Pinball Machine, Donkey Kong, Space Invaders, Galaxian, Pac-Man, Ms. Pac-Man, Galaga, Root Beer Tapper, yes. And is this like a little vending lottery machine? Is that what it is? That's pretty cool. Let's see what else you got in there. Oh, a Partycade. Okay, a gumball machine. We got a little Defender. There you go. You got the Defender Partycade. You got to have that. Catalina wine mixer, right? A little cocktail cabinet. Very cool, Joseph. He's all like, you know what? I like the Partycade, and then here's my full-size stuff. Dude, okay. Root Beer Tapper, I would take that. For the Ms. Pac-Man, and Galaga, I think I would go with the class of 1981, although my daughter's favorite out of this mix would be the Galaxian. She loves Galaxian the most. Had an opportunity to get it for about $400. She's mad at me that I didn't get it. Space Invaders, don't love the game, but that is really awesome. Donkey Kong would love to have, but I already have the play choice, and it's like having two cabs that look very similar, and mine is blue, so I don't know, maybe one day. Very cool X-Men, Pinball. Yeah, man. Good collection. Very, very cool collection. Thanks for sharing. Really appreciate it. Give it up for Joseph. Very cool. The Cornercade says, yes, my arcade is in the corner of my apartment. Stringer Phil says, next week I'll give you a live basement tour. There you go. Yeah, man. Great collection. Okay, so if we try to hit for an hour show, I got a little bit of time. Next we have Cliff. Let's see if I can pull these up. There we go. There we go. Okay. I'm going to show you what I love about Cliff's game room. And this is something that I've been thinking about. Right now I live, this area that I'm in right now is an unfinished basement. So if I were to lift up the cameras, you would see that it's unfinished walls behind here. But what I've been thinking about doing is getting it finished. I had it estimated from a buddy of mine who does carpentry and all that. He said $5,000 to finish the basement. It was just put up walls and no carpet or anything like that. It was just putting up drywall. There's enough material that would be needed, that it would go about $5,000. I thought about spending the money, but I haven't pulled the trigger yet. More money you spend, the less money you have, you know? But one of the things I was thinking about doing is putting up a faux brick wall. A faux brick wall would be really cool. You take a look at all of the arcade cabinets that I have in here, and you would see behind it a faux brick wall. And so that's exactly what Cliff put together, which I'm going to show off here, which I think is really cool. So Cliff, who emailed consolekits@gmail.com showing off his arcade room, notice how he's got the brick against the wall. What do you guys think of that? Do you have brick against the wall? Is that something that you're interested in? So it looks like he's got some of the older generation Galaga countercade. We got the iArcade, Simpsons, NBA Jam, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter Big Blue, a Mortal Kombat. Ooh, it's got a black in the front. It's all black. That looks like a Gen 2 1.5. Let's see, Terminator 2, and then you got the class of 1981, and you got Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And in the center of that, it's got a pool table. So a pool table is wrapping the entire thing. But there's more. There's more. He's got lights. He's got lights that bring it all together. And this is another area of memorabilia collection. Looks like he's got the Legends Ultimate, the Star Wars pinball machine, but also a great collection of various consoles. We got Xbox, Nintendo section over here. You got Baby Yoda. You got some Spider-Man stuff. Nice little, places to put all your stuff. Hang him on the wall. Army of Darkness. Very cool stuff. Love it. I really love the brick. I think the brick, not the Canada warehouse, but putting brick against the wall, I think adds a really nice touch. Very nice touch. What do you guys think? Do you like the brick? Do you like the bricks? Let's see. Which is why I do most of my home renovation stuff myself. There you go. Hey, Mike, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Brick in the arcade looks great. I'm still on the fence of getting the KI Pro. I like the upgraded monitor, speaker, and controls, but are they worth the extra $600? Great question. Very good question. We got another email that came in, consolekits@gmail.com. Send me your game room pictures, and I'll show them off. If I don't make it in the stream, we got about 10 minutes left in the show. I'll definitely show it on a stream in the future if you enjoy this format, and we'll evolve this format, but this is something just completely different than my normal format on Sunday that I'm trying sometime midweek. I might be able to do late night streams on Wednesday in this format, try to community discussion, whatever you guys want to talk about, and kind of show off cool stuff. I think it's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it if you're enjoying it. This is, hold on one second. Let me make sure I capture the name. This is Michael. Michael just sent this in. Check out his game room. So we got Tron. Ooh, look at how good this is, okay? This is what I'm talking about, okay? Notice the type of games that he has in his game room. Tron, Dragon's Lair, Terminator 2, Ridge Racer, and Legends Pinball. This is a fantastic set of games. Why? They're all extremely diverse. And this is something that we've been talking about. I think we've heard this in the community, various Reddit threads where it's like, as Arcade1UP continued to come out with cabinets, there was this realization, if you're going to own multiple cabinets from Arcade1UP, a really cool idea is have a diverse set of cabinets. One where each one has a different set of controls. Like you have a shooter, you have a driver, you have a Legends Ultimate Pinball, you got Tron, you got Dragon's Lair. And you get such a good lineup. Yeah, check this out. Al saying, great lineup, super diverse. That's the way to do it. Sagi's like, love that lineup. How do I send you pictures of the collections of my cabinet? So just email them to me, consolekits@gmail.com. Consolekits, it's the name of this channel, all one word. consolekits@gmail.com is my official email address for this YouTube channel. You can email me if you hate me and you want to say I have a big nose. I can take it. You can email me pictures. You can email me topics of the podcast if you'd like. All that stuff. Let's see. So Michael, we have another picture from Michael. So here, ooh. Wait a second, is mine? Yeah. I'm like sitting here going like, wait a second, does my Galaga reunion cap have the light up deck protector as well? Yeah, I think it does. Okay, so he's got, oh, see, there we go. So the Tempest, he's got Tempest as well. Look, he's getting the stools. Here's a big thing. The stools. Bob, you missed it. Did you just join? Rewind, Bob. I showed off your game room earlier. Make sure you rewind. Show your boys. We all loved it. Hit one in the chat if you guys liked Bob's pictures. He just joined. So Bob, Bobof, 3. What's up, Bob? Yeah, I showed off your game room, buddy. I think you just joined. You didn't catch it. So make sure you show your boys. Yeah, very cool, Joseph. Really appreciate you sending it. I love your collection. Another common theme that we're seeing from a couple of these. Awesome lights. Awesome lights. Yeah, I might talk. I mean, I may make a video about the lights that I have. I'm still working on it. Like, so I have a couple different lights, and Govee seems to be the brand that I really trust for lights. Not sponsored or anything like that. But they're not perfect, right? And so, like, for example, in my office, I have an Elgato Steam Deck. It allows you to program buttons. It's commonly used for streaming, but I bought another one for my office to control my office. I have a lot of hardware, TVs that I write code for work. And sometimes I need to kind of like turn on my lab. And now I have a camera, like a nice camera for my Zoom calls. And then I have lights behind me to make my Zoom calls like look nice. And so I'd like to just press a button on my Steam Deck that just kind of like lights up everything. So I have an Elgato key light in front of me so that I look good on the Zoom calls. And then the room's kind of dark, and then I have like blue glowing behind me. And I'm thinking about getting those 2 pinball machines, Star Wars and Revenge of Mars, and putting those behind me. And, you know, in lunch break or whatever, I get up and I can play some pinball. That's a possibility for my office, okay? But the 2 lights that I have behind me are Govee lights, and one of them you can only turn on and off with my phone, and the other one you can turn off with my phone, but also a little remote control. So I got to figure out a way to wire that into the Elgato. I want to make it where I can say the magic words like Alexa or Siri or whatever, you know, and or hey, the Google word. I'm trying to separate it so I don't throw off anyone's equipment if my audio is coming across your room or something. So I can just like turn on lights and then hit zoom or something like that. Anyway, the lighting is simple. You know, I spend a little money on lighting and it goes a long way. It makes a lot of fun. We're heading up to the hour mark of where I wanted to end this show, and we have a handful of people that have still emailed me their game rooms, and I forgot to get a drink, so I'm losing my voice. We have more pictures. I'll show you this one. Let's see if I can. Ooh, wow. Okay, this one's good. So I'm going to show this. It's from. Wow. Okay, so first I'm going to start with this picture. This is from JL, okay? So JL sent me this picture. He's got a series of pictures. This could be the top of the night, all right? I think Cornercade was pretty good. It was pretty good, but this one's really good. And the first picture I'm showing you is not the best, okay? So this guy, he's got like a wall that's, come on, it's a Mario stage. I don't know the exact stage. Is this 8-4? Maybe this is 8-4. I can't remember the exact stage that looks like this. But you got the small bridge. It's definitely not 1-4. But that's cool, okay? Hit one in the chat if you think that's cool, right? There's more. He's got 3 more pictures. I don't know where to start, man. I don't know where to start. Oh my gosh, so good. You guys ready for this? That's amazing. Come on, guys. JL. Look, and then he's got a giant screen projector watching the show right now in his game room. Come on. And that's not what I'm like, why I think it's so awesome. It's just the room, the mood, how big it is, how big screens he's got. Is that red carpet? Yeah, that looks great, right? Okay, so this is with the light on. He has got another picture with the light off. And even with the light off, I think it looks amazing, okay? Or no, I shouldn't say light off. Maybe it is light off. The red lights, it's just from a different angle, so you can kind of see more of the brightness of the room. Oh, wow, it's good. It's good. You guys ready? Come on. Come on. Hold on. I want to see if I can open it in a new tab so we can get full screen. Okay, this is pretty good. Look at that. Look at that, guys. You got to click over here. Let me go full screen here. No, not that. There we go. Full screen. Let's take a look at... I don't know why I'm in love with this so much. Okay, let's see how many cabs he's got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. Console fanboy, I'm a loser. So awesome couch. You got some carpet. You got some really big screens, couple projectors. You got a collection of shoes. It's basically like wallpaper or something. Like he's got all these, and I think he's got another picture. There's still one more that he sent me. So here's another picture of it all. Is this you in the chat? Yeah, because you keep on commenting. Is this your setup, man? Thigh Meja? I don't know. If that's, let me know if this is your room, man. Let me know if this is your room, because, yeah, he says this is his room. Give it up for this guy, man. I think he won for the night. Everyone did an amazing job, but I think we have our winner, for at least, yeah. Yeah, man, that's pretty fantastic. So what can we learn from this? It's really cool to have really big screen projectors. If you have the room, not everyone has the room. I don't know, is this in a basement? 11 years of work. So keep in mind, if you just started working on your game room, it's not like you could get this overnight. Takes 11 years to build that. Yeah, that's very impressive. Even better than CT Jason, and is over the top. Here's what's really cool about... There's so many reasons why this is really cool. He still has space. Like, see the space in between everything? His buddies comes over. There's plenty of space to hang out. There's plenty of space to do a lot of fun activities. I don't even know where this comes to play. This is the same guy. Like, what? This is a completely different room. Maybe it's the other side of the room. I'm not sure. And then, yeah, come downstairs. You can watch some shows. And he's got some Jordan collection. He's got guitars. You can watch 2 shows at the same time on 2 different screens. Very, very cool. Yeah, thanks. It's the basement. It's the basement. There you go. For those of you that don't live in an... And I'm a designer free printing. There you go. Designer free printing. Name's S. Jordan. Is that right? Your name is Jordan. So we'll just call you Jordan. This is Jordan. Right? Is that what you're saying? This is Jordan stuff. Let me take a look. Yeah. Your email address has Jordan inside it. So let's call this guy Jordan. He takes the cake. He's got the best game room of the night. I hope you really enjoyed this special episode where we're showing off some people in the game room. There's some fantastic people in this community, and in this stream it was my effort to kind of show that off. It started out with he's going to send some more pics. Okay, we'll send some more pics. That's fine. And if you want to have a showcase on the show, all you got to do is email me at consolekits@gmail.com, and we'll try to make it into another stream. I'll rename this something that implies that it's a stream about people's game rooms, gets a thumbnail on it so it makes it pretty clear what this special episode is. And we'll do it again if you guys hit that like button. Get me to 100 likes. If you get me 100 likes, I'll do this again. You're going to get me 100 likes, aren't you? I think you are. It's not too much to ask. Not too much to ask, but just want to see if the interest is actually there. All right. Don't forget to comment down below. Let me know what you think. Congratulate whoever you think has the best game room, or doesn't have to be best, but one that you just find really cool and interesting. Maybe you connect with that person because he has similar taste and flavors, and it doesn't have to be Jordan, but for me, Jordan, that one was really, really cool. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next time we do one of these random streams. Again, every Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern is a standard show. I may shoot for a Wednesday show. It'll be a late night after I get home from dance. My daughter dances, not me. Today was a special night because of the 1UP show, which I participated on. Arcade1UP asked me to help them be the showrunner, which I've done one other time, the second time I've done it. My wife took on the duty of taking my daughter to dance tonight. She's in dance like every day, pretty much. So I was free. Hold on. For those of you who left early, you're gonna miss out on this because I'm gonna go ahead and show it. So I have the email open, and JJ sent 2 more pictures. Bam! Very cool. Oh, that's cool, gosh. That's nice. That's nice. 11 years of work. Look at that. Oh, and a little cute dog. Very cool. Yep. Nice work, Jordan. Very, very cool. And you guys, thank you so much. I really appreciate all of you hanging out, all the support that you give in many ways. If you want to show your support, subscribe. Finally, I'll mention this now that we're at the end of the show. If you don't know about it, you probably know about it, right? Can I show it? I don't even know if I can show it. Yeah, there we go. When the Street Fighter 2 Pro finally comes out, which it should come out next year, I will purchase it. It's supposed to be $1,000, and I'll send it to you. All you got to do is click in the description and join it. You know, say that you want to be a part of the giveaway. It's not sponsored by Arcade1UP. It's sponsored by me and supported through the funds that come from the advertisement on YouTube. This is just me giving back. We'll see you guys on the next stream. Take care.